Arizona and the Sun City communities are very popular and desirable destinations for people to move to when they retire. Most of the people that I talk to are familiar with Phoenix and have heard of Sun City, but are not very familiar with how the valley is laid out and where everything is located. I'm JD Manning. I'm a realtor with eXp Realty. This channel is about what life is like here in Phoenix and its surrounding communities so that you can get a better idea of what's going on here and which community might be the best fit for you. Let's pull up a map. I'll take you on a quick tour of the valley as well as giving you a more detailed look at the Sun City communities. If you're familiar with Phoenix or if you haven't been here yet, the Sun Cities are located in the northwest portion of the valley. If you've traveled here, you most likely have come through Sky Harbor Airport, which is located right here in the center of town. That's one of the better attributes of Phoenix, is that the airport is very centrally located. You've got easy access from all corners of the valley. I know when I traveled to a conference in Atlanta, I had to go to Dunwoody in North Atlanta, and the airport was clear on the south side of town. So not as good as how we have it here in Phoenix. To get to the Sun Cities, you've got easy access. You can take the 10 from downtown or Sky Harbor, and if you're going to Sun City, it's probably best to take the 101. And if you're going to Sun City Grand or Sun City West, the 303, which is a relatively new highway, gives you really good access there. Sun City is the oldest of the three Sun City communities. It was originally started in the late 50s. The first homes were completed in 1959, and construction continued for 20 years, with the newest home in Sun City being completed in 1979. It's a pretty large community. You've got probably about 10 miles from north to south. Very well thought out and well planned community. As you can see, there are golf courses that are in all corners of Sun City. So no matter where you live, you've got easy access to the golf courses as well as the rec centers. You've got a couple of main roads that go through Sun City. This is Bell Road here that goes through the northern portion of Sun City, and then you've got Thunderbird Road down here, and then Grand Avenue cuts through as well. One interesting aspect about Sun City is how in these sections they have these circle neighborhoods. It seems like kind of a dirty trick for a suburb type community where the homes are very homogeneous, and if you end up on the wrong street and can't find your house, you could spend hours driving around in circles, literally. So there's a lot of different cool aspects about Sun City. You've got these two areas that have lakes with homes on the water. Obviously a lot of homes are back to the golf course. And so, again, because of all the different rec centers and all the golf courses in all parts of the community, you see a lot of people that take advantage of everything in close proximity by getting around on a golf cart. If you've spent any time in Sun City, you have definitely come across people driving on the streets with their golf cart. And it's legal. You have to stay on certain roads, and you have to license your cart. It has to have turn signals and seat belts and all that good stuff. But it's very common to see a lot of golf carts on the road. It can be a little tricky during the winter season because you get a lot of golf carts and a lot of cars mixing together. It can be a little bit difficult to deal with if you're in a car trying to get around the golf carts. And if you do end up getting a golf cart and driving around, it can be kind of scary. So you just want to make sure you're very defensive. When a car and a golf cart come together, it's not a pretty sight. So one of the nice things about Sun City is you've got the Banner Boswell Medical Center here. It's a full-on hospital. There are every type of doctor that you may need to see is located in one of the two main thoroughfares in Sun City. So lots of amenities nearby. North and west of Sun City is the community of Sun City West. It's very similar to Sun City. Same developer. Construction began in Sun City West in about 1978 and continued on until 1998. So the homes are very similar. but you will come across some newer properties. The northern section, if you zoom in, the older parts of Sun City West are kind of on the southeast section where you've got block homes with shingle roofs. You can tell where the newer areas are, where they've transitioned to the red and terracotta tile style roof. And the northwest section is the newer part of Sun City West. And again, very similar to Sun City, same developer, same concept, golf courses in all sections. A lot of the amenities are more centrally located here. You've got a really nice Fry's grocery store. This is the main recreation center in Sun City West. It's got, you've got pickleball, bocce courts, tennis courts. There's a putt-putt course here. And then there's pretty much anything you could want to do. You're going to have access there. All of the main club meetings and activities are going to be here at the R.H. Johnson Rec Center. A really nice pool facility, as well as workout and fitness facilities. So anything that you're interested in is likely happening out of this rec center. A lot of the main shopping, there's a Safeway here, and I think there's another grocery store not far from there. So whichever store is your favorite, Kroger, Safeway, Albertsons, all of those are available. There's several restaurants, hardware stores, all kinds of things going on here. So whatever you need shopping wise, it's likely located not too far away. If not, down here on Bell Road and then along Grand Avenue, there's lots of retail and shopping. So if you need access to Walmart or any of the other big box shopping stores, it's likely located here, not too far away. There is also the Banner Del Webb Medical Center and Hospital located in Sun City West. Lots of doctors' offices and other amenities available within the community. So again, a lot of golf cart traffic in Sun City West as well. So if my father actually lives here in Sun City West and he had a golf cart for a while, that didn't go so well. That's another story. But it is a great way to get around and easy and cheap transportation here in Sun City West. To the west of Sun City West is the community of Sun City Grand, which is currently in the process of being rebranded as just Grand. It's a newer community. It's actually located in the city of Surprise. It's not its own dedicated city like Sun City and Sun City West. Like I said, it's in the newest community. Construction started here in 1996 and continued on to about 2005. So Grand has a bit of it more modern suburb feel. Most of the homes have tile roofs and stucco siding. Feels very much like all the suburb communities that you'll find in Phoenix, with the same concept as Sun City and Sun City West. You can see there are golf courses that meander through almost all corners of the community. There's one main rec center here, the Adobe Center. It's same concept. You've got access to pools, tennis courts, pickleball, fitness facilities, pretty much anything that you're interested in as far as recreation or hobbies and clubs is going to operate out of the Adobe Center. And it's well located, so if you're interested in having a golf cart here as well, you've got pretty easy access. This road loops through, so no matter what part of the community you're in, you've got pretty easy access to the main area here. And you also have good access to Grand Avenue to the east, and then to the south, Bell Avenue, or Bell Road. Sun City Grand is split by the Loop 303, so you have easy access to other parts of the valley, like Sky Harbor, downtown. If you're into going to larger sporting events, all three of these communities are very well located and easy to get to and from. One thing about living in these three communities is there is pretty consistent daily traffic out of Luke Air Force Base. Located just to the south, it's a fact of life in the West Valley and these three communities. They train pilots on how to fly F-16s and F-35s, and there's pretty consistent traffic that is flying out of Luke. They have ranges that they use to practice up north and west of the valley, and a lot of the traffic, it usually during the day, it'll usually take off to the south. They'll go do their thing out west of town, and then they'll return, and their path, as you can see how the runways are lined up, as they approach, they're going to come in over the Sun City communities. And I actually live here up in Arrowhead Ranch, and we get some pretty, on most days there's some traffic that's going to fly in this way as well. So just something that's you need to know about on this side of town. The Air Force Base has been here since the 40s. It's a huge economic driver for this part of the city, and it's not going anywhere. So if you're allergic to loud noises or just don't like jets overhead, then this part of town is probably not for you. It is something that you get used to. I like having the jets in the air. I grew up near an Air Force base in Nebraska, and it's nice to have, and I think a lot of people do enjoy it. Sometimes they do fly late into the night, so it's usually returning traffic, so it's not a big deal. As far as entertainment, shopping, and dining, there are lots of different things available, as I mentioned, locally in each of these communities. But if you're wanting to get out and experience some other things outside of the community, there are some very interesting and fun places to go for dinner and entertainment that are not far away. Here in Peoria, you've got what's called the P83 Entertainment District. It's located right along the 101. You've got the Arrowhead Town Center, which is the mall. You've got the Bell Road Corridor, which is the main shopping area for Peoria, Glendale, and Sun City. You've got every chain and franchise restaurant that you could want to go to, or if you need to go shopping, there are all kinds of big box store retail businesses that you can go to. There you've got Peoria Sports Complex here. They have spring training baseball. There's theaters here, and we're starting to see a lot of popular local restaurateurs that are bringing some, adding to their locations and opening on the west side. So the dining scene here in this part of Peoria and Glendale is really on the come up, and starting to see some really fun places to go out to eat. There are some major plans for this section right here in Peoria. There's going to be an outdoor mall style development with a hotel, some office buildings. This parking lot's going to get developed here in the next 2-3 years. It'll be a huge addition to the community, and most of the Sun City communities have pretty easy access to this. South of Peoria and Glendale, in Glendale, you have what's called Westgate Entertainment District. It's located right next door to State Farm Stadium, where the Arizona Cardinals play, and they've had the Super Bowl here a few times. The men's basketball Final Four is here, so lots of big time events going on here. There's Top Golf, and then this right here is what's called the Vi Resort. It is going to be the largest hotel resort in Arizona with over 1,200 rooms. There's going to be a Mattel theme park with an amusement park that's going to have roller coasters. This is a big deal. This is going to drive a lot of economic development and money into this part of town. So this is probably a year and a half. It's supposed to be open in late 2024. I'm excited to see how this turns out and what it's going to do for this part of the valley. Just north of the Cardinals Stadium, you have what's called the Westgate Entertainment District. So there's an outlet mall here. There's a couple of hotels. This arena here is where the Coyotes used to play, but now they're looking for a different home. There are one of the cool things about Westgate is it's got the Bellagio style fountains. It's kind of a midway with lots of restaurants. There's an outdoor park, some theaters here, and starting to see a lot of really cool restaurants coming in here, and some exciting developments This facility here that's under construction, it's now finished. It is a fried chicken and pickleball themed restaurant. I have not been yet, but it looks to have some pretty cool facilities. So this winter, I'm definitely going to check it out. It'll be a great place to hang out and grab something to eat and hang out with friends. And there's lots of stuff there to do besides pickleball. And then over on this side is a new facility called Pop Stroke. It is a high-end mini golf course that was designed and developed in partnership with Tiger Woods. So it has a nice restaurant and outdoor facilities. So if you want to grab something to eat, it's a huge sports bar, and it's a cool opportunity to get out and do something that's a little different. I think everybody's playing on the whole Top Golf concept of that is kind of like golf bowling, where you get to have something to eat, hang out, play some golf. And so lots of really cool restaurants and entertainment options that are coming here to the Westgate Entertainment District. One of the other nice aspects of where the Sun Cities are located is the access that you have, not just to the rest of the valley, but to other recreation options. You're not far away from Lake Pleasant, so if you're into boating, or if you just want to go spend some time near the lake, there are some really cool trails here. We like to go, there's a sunset, I forget what they call it. It's like the sunset viewing area or something. It's along this south side where you can go. There's some picnic tables. It's a really fun place to go and watch the sunset and just kind of get out of the city and enjoy some of the beauty of Lake Pleasant. You've got easy access from Sun City along the 101 to I-17, or in Sun City West and Grand, you've got the 303 that also provides easy access to the 17, which will take you into northern Arizona. During the summer, you can get up out of the heat into communities like Prescott, and you've got Sedona, and then just north of here you've got Flagstaff. So if you do spend the summer here, these are great places. They're all over 5,000 feet, with Flagstaff being over 6,900 feet in the city. You've got access to a different type of climate. In the winter, Flagstaff is going to, they get a lot of snow, so if you're wanting to experience 4 seasons, you can enjoy the winter in the Sun City communities, but if you need a taste of fall or the winter, you can head north, and just a couple hours away you can, there are several ski slopes up on the San Francisco peaks, so you can enjoy as much winter as you would like to. The other nice thing about where being located on the west side is that you've got easy access down the 303 to the I-10, which will take you west to Los Angeles, or you can connect through Gila Bend just west of town and connect down to the Interstate 8, which will take you west into San Diego. And you can, within about probably 6 to 7 hours, depending on how aggressive you are, you've got great access to all of the beautiful weather and beaches that are available in between Los Angeles and San Diego. So one of the great things about living in Phoenix is all the different, we're in the desert and it's hot during the summer, but you have pretty easy access to lots of different things where you can escape the heat, or if you want to experience the seasons, you can enjoy some fall. There's also north and east of town, you get up into the White Tank Mountains over the Mogollon Rim. So lots of 4-season activities to do. Arizona has a rap for just being desert and cactus and 125-degree heat, but that just isn't the case. The summers are pretty brutal, but the rest of the year things are really fantastic. Just north of Westgate is the Desert Diamond Casino. I've not been since they opened, so I don't know exactly what all table games. Obviously, all of the Native American reservation casinos here have slot machines and some version of table games. Some of them are electronic, some are old school. So not too far from the Sun City communities. This is the closest one. The casinos are your thing and you like making the occasional trip to Vegas. The cool thing about where the Sun Cities are located, Sun City Grand turns into the US 60, which will take you north and west up to Wickenburg, and then ultimately up to, let's see here, it'll take you up to Kingman, and then on to Las Vegas. So you're about probably 4 to 5 hours away. Here's Las Vegas, and so you've got half-day drive up to Las Vegas. There's flights that leave Sky Harbor every hour on the hour, it seems. So if Vegas is your thing, you've got really good access. It's a reasonable drive. The road has gotten a lot better over the past 20 years since I've lived here. It used to be a very scary 2-lane road, but now it's 4 lanes a lot of the way, and it's a very scenic drive. So if you're into going to Vegas, that's a great way to run up there.